In this video, we're going to be talking about new features that you might miss inside of Rebelle 7 if they're not pointed out. So let's go ahead and jump right in. On the Layers panel, bottom right, you notice that the Visual Settings button has moved. It's now up and over. Above that is the Metallic Materials Layer button. So if we have some metallic paint on the canvas, if this button is not checked, you won't notice the metallics. If you want to turn off the visibility of the canvas, right down here, this little eye will turn off the visibility so you can export with the background gone. Some beautiful metallic paints, bring them into another program and play around with them if you'd like. Underneath it is an Export to Photoshop button. This works with the app Escape Motions Connect, and that'll allow you to work seamlessly between Photoshop and Rebelle 7. If you're looking for favorite brushes, they're in this icon all the way to the right. If you're looking at some of your other brushes and you can't find them, or if you want to hide some, you can use this Show Groups feature to show and hide groups of brushes. So here I have up structures, paths, reference images. They all have this new button here, which is called the library button. So you can click here to open up the library. If you want to import, let's go ahead and do this with a structure. If you want to import a structure, you can grab a file. Once it's imported, you can drag it over and then click on it in order to get it to load on the screen. Click Enter to get it to apply. Now you have that structure on the screen. Now notice here, this may not be the size we want, so if we tap on it here, you can adjust that and then tap off of it. We'll turn it off. You may want to pinch out a little bit, and then clicking outside of the structure or clicking Enter will apply that structure to the canvas. Let's look at importing and applying a path. Just going to open up the library. We're going to drag over this hexagon, and then we're going to tap on it to turn it on. Let's close the library here, and let's close structures. We're using 2-finger drag in order to move this over, and then we're going to just click off of it in order to get it to apply. Let's grab a smaller brush and draw right here on this path. To turn it off, you can tap outside of it inside of the Paths panel. To turn it on, you can remove this path while it's selected by clicking here on Remove Path. Let's look at reference images. So reference image library, I have this right here. If I wanted to import more images here, I could click on this button. So we want to select these 3. We're going to click on Open. Now these are in my library. I can drag over here. This button right here undocks it, so if I want, I can move this over here. I can change the size of the images. I can add a reference image. All right, let's turn on that reference image. We're just going to click on it here, and then we can drag on this corner in order to resize it. Let's clear our layer with the delete key, and let me show you how to share a image. All right, so I have this pencil sketch here that I drew. I want to share it to the community. I'm going to go to the community tab here, and I'm going to choose publish. And say girl with gray eyes. Description. You can add whatever you'd like there. Okay, so we've filled in the description and tags. We're going to accept here and click on publish. Note, this is not a true description. If you want to change the language in the Rebelle UI, click on help, go to language. You can select that language from here. Down here on the right in the layers panel, notice that some of these buttons that were here have been moved. There's a new filters layer button right over here. If you want to add back some of the different options that were there before, you can go to preferences. Down here in panels, add clear layer button to the layers panel, add merge layers button to the layers panel. We click on these 2 options, click OK. Notice that those options have been added back over here. Now, if you have questions about Rebelle, you can go here to help. There's the intro tutorial, the video tutorials, If you click on the help button, it'll bring you right to the manual. This is very helpful. If you've created brushes of your own and you'd like to share them, you can go to the context menu here, share brushes, click here on share brushes, and that'll give you the option of choosing a single brush or a whole group. Then one thing that people often want to know is how do you copy your brushes over from Rebelle 6 to Rebelle 7? So we're going to do that together here. We're going to go to Help, Show Library Folder. Here we have brushes. We're going to do this into the Favorite Brushes folder. You can do this however you would like. So I'm going to open this up and we're going to make a second tab. We're going to go to Escape Motions here. You can see I have Rebelle 6 here. I'm going to go into Brushes, Favorite Brushes, Default Set, and here inside Default Set is the brushes that I created for myself. So we're going to grab these, we're going to copy this folder right here, go over here, and we're going to paste. This here now says default, so when I go back into Rebelle and I restart the app, you'll see that I now have that default set right here. If you want to get more brushes, go over to the brush panel, use the context menu here, go down to the bottom, get more brushes. You can see the brush library right here. You can download these, or you can drag this onto the application. You can also go into the help menu here, show library folder, and then inside of Rebelle 7, what you'll see is the brushes here. You'll see the different ones. If you want to import into acrylics, you can copy what you downloaded from the website over here. You can go into favorites, double click on default, and you can drop folders of brushes here as well. That'll put it in your favorite folder. Now if we go to edit and preference, there's a handful of new settings inside of preferences. So general, there's an option for enable vertical sync. This can improve performance on certain systems. In Rebelle 6, there is an option to have the brush follow tilt and follow the size and follow the shape. This is a really important addition, so if you're not seeing that, pay attention to these settings right here at the top in the center, right above this red resize color option. These ones right here will help you with that. Now there's some optimized workflow options here. Select the last paintbrush when colors picked from the palette. So toggle between the last tool that you've used. For pen eraser, always use the last tool instead of the eraser. So that would toggle in between the last tool that you've used and the eraser on the stylus. So instead of using the eraser on the stylus, when you go to use the eraser, it will use your last selected tool. You may need to have that set up in keyboard shortcuts so that there's an option set to pen eraser. There's now an option to save dirty brush colors to color history. Let's show the color history right here. So now when you're using dirty brush and you're painting, you'll notice that the color history adapts when you're using something that has a little bit of blending in it. So this will store those colors created using the dirty brush. Automatically switch to blend mode after using paint, paint and mix, or paint and blend mode for wet media. So let's go ahead, we're going to choose paint. When we release, it's switched automatically to blend. Let's go here to flat. When we release, it switches to a blending mode. There's an option for all paint tools share the same paint mode. So when we click this, let's hop over to Express Oils. And here, what you want to look at, all of these brushes have something in common. Right up here, the Save Volumes and Paint Modes into Brush Presets is deselected. There's only saving volumes into Brush Preset. That means that here, as we go through, notice that we are in number 2, Paint and Mix. We'll switch to another brush. This will stay Paint and Mix the whole time. If we switch to Blend, and we go to the other brushes, all of these will be blend. This helps really harmonize certain workflows. If you're going back and forth between tools, but you want to stay in a blending or a paintbrush mode, then that's how you do that. Depending on your computer, you may want to check your tablet settings. These settings right up here, Wacom compatible Accents Labs, tablet, Windows 8 Plus pointer input, Windows incompatible. These are actually quite significant on how certain things work on your system. If you're using a Microsoft Pen Protocol device like I have an Asus ROG Flow Z13, Surface Laptop Studio, Surface Pro, those ones work the best with the Windows 8 Plus pointer input. If you're using Wacom compatible devices, make sure you select this top one. To be aware that these tablet options up here play a significant role, both on how shortcuts work, how the pen works, and how touch and pen work together. Here in the Liquify tool, there are now a few more options: Liquify Bake, Liquify Smooth, and by default this starts off as smudge. So when you select this option, make sure that you switch over to use the fractal engine. These options here use the fractal engine. This option here does not. If you want to share your brushes, click on Share Brushes right here. This will allow you to choose which ones you want to share. And down here, this is going to show you the progress of the upload to the server. Click Accept and click Share to create a pulled string brush like this. The option is right here. Line smoothing is in the Properties panel. Underneath the context menu, right here, line smoothing. Saved brush preset. This is important to get this to save, and then you can adjust the properties here. If there's something that you don't see in these videos and you'd like to find out more, you can go into Help, choose Send Feedback, and then put a message in here or comment on this video, and we'll see if we can get that tutorial and more information to you. All right, thank you so much for watching. Until next time, stay creative and have a wonderful day.